Hi everybody, this is Jazz, aka Trend Trader for you. Here I'm once again trying to do a wrap-up video for the day, and as I look, a couple of trades are working right now. GNUG was called above 326, which is I'm still in, and WYNN was still called around. I believe it was a 140, 520, something like that, as you can check to long above. And I said I'm getting in right around here, 140. Around 140, 592 area I got in, and it's still working out, and I said watch out for the 146.89 area. So let's see what that brings us, right? Anyways, I have my dome on the other side, and I need to still keep in track, but working out beautifully. Anyways, guys, in fact I need to pause it. Let me hold on a minute, okay? Sorry about that. I had to manage this position and also put a note out to the followers to pack some profits because it's moving nicely. So 146.26, that was exactly I said long above this, so and give it 146.80. So getting back to it, let's talk about the trades that I called that today. Of course, I had losers and I had nice winners, but I'm gonna be talking about all of them, including the losers, so you guys can learn the lesson from it. In fact, I learned a lot of lessons today because I was some of the trades. Of course, I didn't know that I was counter trending them until the point the SPY actually it went against me. But I managed to move my stops or lower my losses as I saw the SPY was uncovering right in front of my eyes. So QIHU. Uh, QIHU, I said about long above 6196. These are all the notes from StockTwitch, so feel free to check all my work that I'm talking about in here as they were all called out prior to the move. So 6176 was long above, right around here, and 6103 was the stop loss. So it went up to 6194, which, again, I do look for something more than that, and 6103 was a loss, and this was a straight out stop. No doubt about that. This didn't work out, and I am totally okay with that. I'm taking the hit for it, and I'm being honest about it. That yeah, this didn't work out. I'm not going to say that I pulled out early or whatever, right? It just didn't work out. And next one, DAL was long above 47.34. This one never triggered low of the day, and it had never given me enough of buying or bullish pressures to get in. When I retapped it again, but never really triggered for. I didn't want to get in for another 2 pennies, but didn't trigger for me again. And DUST. DUST was called. It was 2305, the long above, right around here. It never triggered initially. Again, if I call out a trade and saying long of 2305, the price has to travel above 2305. Don't just get in at a 2285. The reason why I'm saying, because one of the followers emailed me, yes, he's like, I got a better fill, and again he emailed me back, he's like, I got stopped out. When I called out that trade, you have to think that the reason why I'm calling out this trade, because I want the big institutions to participate in there. And if I don't see that, and it has to happen at that price or a little bit above it, and it didn't happen exactly something like this. If somebody got in, it's the easy stop out. So wait for the price to go above, maybe 2, 3, 4 pennies, depending on what your how you play, how your risk reward is. Okay. And then I call that LUV. Southwest Airlines was long above 41.95. 41.95, right around this, with 41.50 stop. 41.50, this was the stop here, as you could see. And I said something about when I was trading this. I said watch the SPY. There is a weakness in the SPY or something like that. I said watch the SPY in it. But here I'm again. Did it stop? Did it stop me out, or did the stop was it triggered? No, the stop was definitely not triggered. The 41.50 was the stop, which is right around here. It moved. If the low of this was 41.56, so huge, nice run on it. So it's all about everybody takes their own trading style and manage it throughout the day. If you wanted to completely get stopped out, it's totally up to you. As you get moved down, you see that your dome is turning into red, or your P&L, profit and loss statement, is turning into red. then go right ahead, stop out. But did you follow the plan? That's all it's all about. If I put my stop here, and did I follow my plan initially, even though SPY was doing the weakness? But if it didn't, that's okay. Just write it down, journal it out. Even if you do it, that's totally fine. So, but you need to document everything that you do. So anyways, this gave a really nice run all the way from 41.95 to 42.95. Nothing wrong with the whole dollar gain, and there are many ways to how to play this out, or how you move your stop actually. But beautiful trade. Then another one was ERY. ERY was I'm looking at my list. It was long above 2501. 2501. Let's see, right around here. 2501 long above 2464. 2464 was the stop. Beautiful, nice uptrend. Still not a stop out. Depending on how exactly the. By the way, I'm stopped out on WYNN. Let me see. Trailing it. Yeah, I was stopped out because went up to this is where I said 146.89. This was it needed to break that, and in fact it went a little bit higher but didn't break it. But this is a starting of an uptrend. That's what I think, starting off an uptrend during the day. Let's just see if it works out or not. But did I pack in some profits? 146 all the way up to 146.89. Good. If I want to let something run, I can still let some run. But you have to decide what kind of trader are you. You got to look at the time. You got to look at the when I say you got to look at the time, you got to look at the clock. How many minutes are remaining for you to still stay in the trade, or you can trail whatever the left of position you have. So anyways, going back to ERY, was another nice trade, and still rolling out all of 2501 all the way to 2587. Now where I stop out, initial stop out is right here, and still going up. And the next one, UAL. UAL was called, look at my notes, 63.90, long above 63.90, right around here, 63.90, and 63.51 was your stop, and went up, gave 63.90. If you look, and I said I typed out 50 cents, given 50 cents. So, and I take my profit starting 30 cents and up, and exactly that's why the WYNN trade, I had more than 30 cents of a trailing stop. So when I have that 30 cents of a window that is given me, I start moving my trailing stop, and it's totally fine if I get stopped out, because I'm not just taking that trade, I'm in a bunch of other trades, right? So this gave a really nice 50 cents, and if you want to call this a stop out, call it a stop out, right? Or worst come the worst, I would say call it a break even, because it did give me that easy 50 cents on it. And after that, if you want to take the trade again, that's totally up to you, but I actually never looked at it. I should have given a nice reversal, and it went up again. So that was UAL. ISIS was somewhat of this trade kind of threw me out the window, just because I was looking to SPY, didn't work out the way I wanted to. So there were two trades that were called out on ISIS. It's a 59.92 long above 59.92. Right around this area, right there, right long above this. 59.47 was the stop. When I called this trade was right around there. So below this was my stop, and while I was this is where I didn't follow my plan. The reason why, because I was looking at the SPY was weak, and even though this had a really nice relative strength comparing to the whole market, but did I get out early? I believe I said something about I'm taking a hit on the 12 cents. I'd rather get stopped out and it takes some of the lower my losses than get stopped out all the way. And it actually worked out fine, because if my stop was here, I would have definitely been stopped out here, but eventually turned up again. So I called a second trade on it, which was I'm looking at my notes again. I called 60.05. 60.05 right there, and then my stop on this one was 59.38 right here. So this is another beautiful run. Did I take the trade? And I don't take all the trades that I call, and that is the reason why I'm posting trades back and forth, because sometimes I just can't even take all the trades that I'm calling up. But it's just, I love to educate people out there. I love to throw out the ideas, just because I want you guys to see what I do. And if you guys like what I do, I want you to sign up with my Facebook group, right? If you go on watch one of my videos, and I talk about. I'll actually post the link up here too as well. And what I do is I try to collect bunch of quality members, and I want them to post their ideas, post educational stuff, or in fact I'll this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post this video on there so people can look at it, and if they want to learn from it, perfect. If they don't understand something, they can come back to me. If I can explain a little better, I try my best. But again, this is exactly what I do. I teach clients. I do put a lot of free stuff, but there are clients that come to me and they say, can you teach us, or can you do this, can you do that? And I have whole learning process just for them based on your style. Man, look at this. I'm looking at I'm looking at WYNN. Look at this sucker, right? This was a trade, guys, and I said once it clears that area, it's gonna shoot up. So 146 above 146.26 was a trade call, and it almost given a whole dollar, and this was a stop. And this is just getting started. We still have 30 minutes. Let's see how this trade does. And I'm thinking about right around here 147.60 it can go. We'll see if that works out or not. Again, uh, did this stock, did I get stopped out, or did I take my profits? Yes, that is my weakness. I totally admit to you guys. I was the way I explained that how I trailed it. But is this stock still working for a lot of other traders? Everybody come from different background, right? This stock is definitely working. So as ERY worked, right? If it didn't work for me, or if I didn't take it, that's fine. But did that work in long run? Yes, it's working beautifully as far as you're taking profit as it goes. And then ISIS was I remember. Oh, we talked about this. So that was that. And NUGT, I talked about this. NUGT was long above 1511. I'm trying to see where I call this long above 1511. I believe it was right around here, and it came down right above, long above this, gave only 20 cents. That's not me. I'm not gonna say out, takes them off, takes them off. I look for 30 cents. I don't know why, but that is just me. Unless I see a weakness, and exactly what I did. I saw a weakness in there. Follow this line back, guys. Follow this line back and see what you see, right? And this is exactly why I'm like, you know what? Let me just take it off, go flat, and if I want to get back in, I'll get back in. Otherwise, this definitely would have been stop out, right? So anyways, drop this chart in 30 minutes and follow this line and see where it takes you. Okay, follow exactly, and you'll see. If you know how to read some trend lines, you'll know exactly what I meant. And that's it. And the win that I called, and one other. Let's see if this sucker is working. GNUG, very slow, and I called. Uh, this was a very risky trade, uh, which it didn't come to this point yet. I called this trade at 313, set and forget, with a stop below 303. It's not there yet, but I also called a trade on it long above 326. Triggered here, gave a quick pop to 334, and just I was actually waiting for 337 to book some profits, or say, what, you guys need to book some profits. Just didn't do that, right? But still basing right now, it's totally fine for you to break even on it. It's just not, it's going sideways. I wanted to see a nice move on it, and it's not giving me. But my stop is actually, my stop based on timings, my stop was at 303. But we only have about 30 minutes left. I'll see how this works out. I'm still in. If I'm stopped out, that's fine. But I might just move my stop below this right here, 317 or maybe 316. Only reason because of the time, right? But if it goes up, more power to the trade, and we'll see if it works out or not. But this is still in. I went through all my trades, and oh my God, 147.33. Dollar move, guys. We're getting a dollar move on here. That's another thing. My trading is no hindsight. It's you see as it's happening. And that's what I really stress on about a lot of traders on StockTwist Twitter calling out trades. People are saying go long here, go do this, do that. Do your homework, guys. Even when I call these trades out, you need to do your own homework. You need to see that if I'm going long 50 stocks, what is my exact loss? If I'm going long 60 stocks, what is exactly my max loss? You need to decide yourself, not me. I can't just pull your trigger for your account. You need to do that. All these moderators and out there, they're calling out trades, and they're saying I'm out in 10 cents, which is totally fine. That's the way they work. I have I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but you guys really need to decide, can you trade 1,000 stocks just like them? Definitely. I mean, if you can, go at it. Go your whole account. But you need to define your risk. They've been doing that for a long time. So if you want to follow them, follow the perfect setups that makes sense to you, right? And this is how you're gonna get educated. If you don't get educated the right way, and I call, for instance, I call this trade out. I said, look at this. I'm giving you price targets, or I'm giving you some kind of guidance as it's going up. I said it needs to break 146. Eventually it did. Then I said I'll probably put another post out to take some profits right around here, and it's coming in. I mean, if you're short, if you're short of 20 cents for this $145 of a stock, you know what, it's okay, take it off a little bit early. Nobody's saying that you need to put your order right exactly there. Once you see a weakness, if you don't see a weakness, again, this is exactly what I teach, how to move your stop. Look at this is working out. Anyway, so I'm gonna call this a day. I think I made it a kind of long enough video on it, and let me put the link up here real quick. Alright guys, here it is. I posted this my Facebook group link. Let me actually make a little bit so you guys can all see it. So Facebook groups, Trend Trader for You. We got over about I want to say about over 100 members on it, and this is where you register for my on my website for my free weekly analysis. And it's this group is existing not just because of me, I just created it, but it's existing because of all the members that are participating, and become part of it. Okay, this is right now, this is a totally free group. Become a part of it and add your valuable input to it by cutting out all the clutter. Please read my main pinned post on there. That way you're posting the right stuff. But we're getting active. This is gonna become one of the best Facebook groups for stock trading for educational purposes out there, and I'm going way beyond this too. I mean, I have so many other ideas that I want to put out to educate people out there, that to in a right way. And I don't want to go about the how most institutions or these big companies are charging a tremendous amount of money. Anyway, so I'll leave it to that. Review this whole video if you need to. And I'll talk to you guys later, and take care. This is Jazz, aka Trend Trader for you.